What's up guys and girls, so Rashiq here with another video, and like I promised, here's a little tutorial or how I built it guide on that death tunnel over there. But before we start, I just wanted to show you, it was pretty much trial and error, and it's just simple redstone circuitry, but there are two important gates, logic gates they're called, which are used in this circuit, and so I just wanted to quickly show you what they were first before we started. So the first one is the simple RS NOR latch, which if you've had any experience with the redstone circuitry, you probably know what this is. What you do is you put two blocks diagonally, and you put a redstone torch on either side, like so. Get your redstone, loop it around, like that, and then that's your latch done. So what happens now is this side, which is off, this is your input, and it's also what you want to stay on. So hold on a sec, I'll just get a door. So you have this door here, and you put a signal in here, and then you take the power away. The door is going to stay open until you apply power to the reset over here, which resets the circuit. And so that's just a simple RS NOR latch. Okay, the second gate is the AND gate, which is set up like so. So what you do is you put a torch on each end, torch out the front, and redstone. Now this is the one that lets you press two buttons to actually activate the circuit, because what happens is both of these torches are powering this. This is your output signal. This is the one that's connected to the pistons. And so what happens is if you want to actually turn that on, you have to supply power to not just one side, but also the other side. That's button 2. And there, now you have power. And then you take the power away and it's gone. I'll put a link to the wiki guide in both of these, because there's other ways you can build the RS NOR latch. It doesn't have to be built like that. But without further ado, let's get on to the actual thing. First, I'll just quickly take you guys inside so you can see what it looks like inside. Excuse the mess. So what you have here is the RS NOR latch, and that's the reset up there. That was a test reset. This is connected here, so what happens is there's your pistons, which push you up into the roof. And now you need these to be off normally, hence the double layer of torches. And these torches here, when they get power from here, so all this is connected to the buttons, runs up here, and it's connected to the buttons up there. So when you press a button, power comes through here, hits these blocks, turns off the lights there, turns those ones on, pistons on, boom, you're dead. So what we have here is the wire basically connecting both sides so that no matter which button you press, it all works. And this latch is what keeps the circuit on until you hit the reset up there after you die. If you walk along here, this is the part where it gets really messy. You walk along here, you have two RS NOR latches. What these are connected to are one, the AND gate, and this AND gate is what activates the floor over the piston, over the lava pit, and each side of the AND gate is connected to the correct buttons. On this side it's 6, the other side is 9. And then that's also, that same circuit is also connected to the RS NOR latch, so that when you press 6, it stays on forever until you hit the reset pad, which is right at the end of the hallway up here. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rebuild it step by step. There'll be a lot of cutting so I can show you what I'm going to do. What I am going to do is I'm not going to actually build it like that. I'm going to build it above ground so that there's not holes everywhere, and so you can actually see the circuit a little better. So the first thing you do is put down your first layer of torches. So I'll set it up the same as over there. So we have 9 rows. Okay, there's that. So we have 2 by 9. That's your first level of torches. Then what you want to do is you want to have a row of blocks. Doesn't matter what type of blocks, going along up here. And then you'll sit your next layer of torches above on top of this. Okay, so that's done. So that, as you can see, those torches are off, and that's where your pistons are going to sit. But first, what we're going to do, actually no, we'll put the pistons on now. So what you want to do is get up here, a lot of scaffolding, and what you want to do is, what you want to do is you want to stick your pistons along the top here. Sticky pistons, of course, because you want to retract. You want to be able to retract it, so you need to use your sticky pistons. Okay, so there we have like sort of the basic main working structure of it. On top of those pistons we'll put cobble, and on top of that, that's where the floor level would be. So we're actually technically underground right now. So next thing you want to do with a shovel is dig out the blocks around the edge so you can attach redstone repeaters to it. The reason you use redstone repeaters is because you don't want circuits clashing and touching each other, which is what would happen if you use redstone while they would connect together and it wouldn't actually supply power to the torches. Right, and then what you want to do is you want to put a line of redstone behind each one, and this is what supplies power up. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go up the top and we're going to stick down our floor. Just jump across. And so this is the floor here, this is where you would be walking across. And we need to extend that of course a bit. Okay, and then you want to have your buttons across here. Okay guys, so now you can see it's starting to look like our little tunnel. So this is where you're going to put your signs. You're going to put your signs along these blocks here, and then on top you're going to have your lava. And last but not least guys, you just want to put a bit of cobblestone across the top so that when they shoot up, they don't actually shoot out of the thing, because that can happen and sometimes it just screws up, so you want to put a lid on top. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like so far. So now we have our tunnel ready to go. What's next is to finish working on the circuitry, for this part of the tunnel at least. Okay guys, so what we want to do here is we're putting redstone along the tops of all those blocks which have buttons on them. This is where the circuit starts, and what we want to do is, after you put it all down, the blocks, the two switches which you want to activate the pit door pistons, is where you remove circuits from. So for this side it's 6 and on the other side it would be 9. Okay, so we have our little spiral of redstone here, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go across this way. The reason for this is because so you can actually get it to loop around properly. And again, this redstone repeater is just to extend the circuit along. And there, now we've got that all connected up. So if I want to press any of those buttons, except number 9 of course, this row of torches would be turned off and those pistons will go up. Okay guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do another loop around this side, bring our redstone back down. Okay guys, as you can see, this spiral is a little bit different. Instead of going around and just come down looping like that, this one just extends down and goes straight across there. The reason for this is, well, I can't quite explain it because I did this part by trial and error, but basically this repeater is so that current doesn't go back when you press the buttons and a whole heap of shit just goes wrong, and we don't want that. So if you want a proper explanation, you might have to ask someone with real knowledge of redstone, but for now let's just go to the next step. Okay guys, so what we're doing here is we're just building our RS mill latch. So what we want to do is, same as I showed you before, in the corners, get our redstone wire to come across, stick it on. I put that the wrong way, my bad. We want this side to be the reset. That side goes first, this side goes on. So what would happen now is, if I press that button, only this side would stay on because only this side is connected to the latch. And we'll connect up the other side. There we go, now that's connected up to this side, so now both sides are connected to the latch. And we just need to stick a reset. We'll just stick the reset over here for now, just for example's sake. Okay guys, so we have it hooked up, but it's not actually going to work yet, because if you press that side, the current can't go here because of this repeater. So what we have to do is we just have to move our little ladder, because that's in the way. What we have to do is we have to just do this. We have to stick a repeater because we don't want the current coming back the other way, and just hook it up right there, like so. So now what we should get is a working circuit. Voila, back down, hit the reset, it's all good to go. Okay, so now the next stage of the tunnel, the pit. Okay guys, so the way mine's set up currently with the 9 switches, we want the pit to be second from the end of the buttons, so it's going to be this one right here. What we're going to do is we're going to D our pit, which is 2 down, so we're just going to stick our little wall, so the lava would be right there. Oh no, My bad. Right here. But we are not going to put lava in there just yet in case something goes wrong. Okay guys, so what we want to do next is we want to build our AND gate, and we want that to be in line with this part, and we want it to come out 3 across, and we want the sensor to be right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3. That's the center of our AND gate. We are going to climb up. We're going to stick a block either side, just like I showed you before. Torch on each end, redstone in the middle, and another torch right there. So that's our AND gate, and now, whoops. That's our AND gate, and now all we're going to do is start hooking everything up to it and put in our final RS and all that. Okay guys, so next we're going to hook up our AND gate to our switches, which activates the pistons. So that's 6 on this side and 9 on the other side. So all we're going to do is, because of the way I built it, I'm just copying my previous design. It's going to be built like exactly the same. But if you want, you can probably be able to tinker around with it and make it look neater. Okay guys, so here you have one, oh sorry, that should be a repeater. Here you have one side done, comes around, connects to the base of the torch, and you want to make sure that you extend it out one block so that that goes into the switch block and comes down here. And so then that's one side done, and now let's go to the other side. So again, you guys can see going back into the base of the thing, but with this one you'll see it's a little bit different. Instead of starting out the side, this is the bottom here, so we're actually starting underneath the bottom because of the positioning of this switch. You need to get the redstone wire out of the way of another part of the circuit, so that's why it's like this. Okay guys, so now what we want to do is stick our 2 side pistons in, one there, and one over, we need a wall, we need this, and one over this side. And then of course we have our 2 blocks right here, they will be pushed across. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to connect those 2 pistons onto the output, this one right here. Okay guys, so as you can see we're almost there, a couple things left to go. So this output here, power's there, and it's, I fell down, but whatever. It's connected to the piston 1 there, connected to piston 2 around here, so it follows this block connected there. All that's left now is to attach the last 2 RS NOR latches, hook it up to a reset, and it's all done. So let's get to that. Okay guys, so well, as you can see the RS NOR latches are actually a bit lower, so I had to dig down because I forgot about that. When we started a little too high, but what we're going to do is we're going to put our 2 latches, one here, leave a gap, the other one here, and apparently the grass is once again in my way, so we're just going to deal with that. Okay, and we want to set them up facing this way so that we have our torches on the inside like this, and we want our reset to be on the far side so that it's easier to path over to our reset at the end of the tunnel. And then this side comes around, and now this side is going to connect to the same wire that is connected to the button up here, which is for the output, so that when you press the button, the output stays on until you actually walk across the bridge. That's what these 2 RS NOR latches are for. So I'll just finish this up and show you when it's done. Okay guys, so there we go, we have it all hooked up, all ready to go. Everything is working perfectly. So now the very last thing we have to do is hook these up to the reset, and hook these up to the pressure pads at the end of the hall, which I will show you right now. Because there's a certain way you have to do it, otherwise it stuffs everything up. Okay guys, so as you can see, here's our stone pressure plates. We press it, it activates it, nothing happens but because the circuit's not on. So the reason you have to set it up like this in 2 separate lines is because if it's connected, when you press one of the buttons, the other reset line still has power, so the RS NOR latch doesn't actually activate, and so when you let go of the button and the time runs out, the piston actually retracts itself. But that's about it guys, that's the last stage of this process. Okay guys, well that's the end of the tutorial / how I did it guide. I hope you enjoyed. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and also any feedback would be really appreciated because in the next couple of days I'm going to start up commentating. So if you want to see that, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days.